Now let us revise with the help of the animation what we have done so far. Now as you know that in the excretory system we have kidneys, arteries and veins and urinary tract, they form the important parts of your excretory system. Now kidneys are the bean shaped organs which are the main organs of your excretory system, which are going to finally form the urine, and the urine is going to pass out through the ureters to the urinary bladder and from the urinary bladder to the urethra. So from this passage of this bladder and urethra, urine goes out which contains the nitrogenous waste that are excreted from your body. So this excretory system is very, very important. Now if we talk about the functions of kidneys, we have that kidneys maintain blood volume and pressure, they ensure balance of sodium, chloride, potassium, calcium, hydrogen, phosphate and pH also is maintained by the kidneys. Then the kidneys eliminate products of metabolism such as urea, uric acid and creatinine. These are the important functions of kidneys. Now as we concern with the internal structure, then there is fissure which we call as hilus, where these arteries are going to join. Then in the kidneys we have lobules. These lobules contain millions of the functional units of kidneys that we call as the nephrons. These nephrons are composed of the glomerulus and the tubular part. The glomerulus is this which contain this network of arterioles, and this glomerulus is surrounded by this double layered cup shaped structure that we call as Bowman's capsule, and there is space inside it which we call as the Bowman space. So blood is going to enter here, and here filtration is going to take place. After this filtration, the blood is again going to go out by the efferent arteriole, which we will study. Then these are the membranes. We have endothelium, basement membrane and the epithelial membrane. So from here, from the blood, some substances can pass through, which they form the glomerular filtrate. Now that glomerular filtrate is going to enter into the tubular part of the nephrons. So they are going to enter into the tubular part of the nephron like this. So if we talk about the tubular part, then here we have this exchange that is going to take place. A reabsorption of the useful substances from the blood and then elimination of waste substances from the blood. You see the tubular part, we have first of all the proximal convoluted tubule, right, where most of the useful substances are reabsorbed. Then we have the U-shaped loop of Henle, here absorption of water and salts is taking place, and then we have the distal convoluted tubule, where also the concentration of the urine is managed, means water balance is taking place. Now collecting tubules are the ones which are going to connect these two nephrons and are going to collect the urine, right. So what is going to happen if we talk about the renal blood flow, then look here very carefully. We have renal artery that is there in the hilus, this fissure, and this renal artery is going to branch into segmental arteries. So these segmental arteries are going to further form the lobular arteries. These lobular arteries are going to form arterioles. We have two types of arterioles, that is we have afferent arteriole and we have efferent arteriole. From the afferent arteriole, the blood is going to come in, and from the efferent arteriole, the blood is going to go out. So these are the two arterioles that are formed, that are going to take in the blood and take out the blood, right. So as a whole, this is how the nephrons are actually functioning, afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole, and these are the peritubular capillaries. These are present throughout the nephron, right. Look at these capillaries. There is continuous secretion, continuous reabsorption that is taking place. So this is how your kidneys are functioning. The nephrons, the functional units of kidneys, they are functioning. So as a whole, after that, the blood is going to go through the inferior vena cava, right. Then urine formation involves 3 steps. We have filtration, by which ultrafiltrate is formed. Then we have reabsorption, that is tubular reabsorption. After that, we have another step, that is the secretion, that is tubular secretion. So what is the overall result? The overall result is the formation of the urine, right? So this is how continuous reabsorption is going to take place, this reabsorption of useful substances, the elimination of harmful waste which are going to form a part of the urine. So this is continuous reabsorption and exchange that is taking place between the peritubular capillaries and the tubules of the nephrons, right? So this is how the nephrons are functioning. So once the urine is formed, after the formation of the urine, they are going to enter through the ureter to the urinary bladder, from the bladder to the urethra, and they are excreted out. So this is how we have summarized this system, and remember that these lobules, they contain millions of nephrons. They form the basic functional unit of kidneys, and it is composed of what? Glomerulus and the tubular part. So this is how the excretory system actually functions. I hope that after seeing this, it is very clear to you.